And we're going live right now.
Okay.
All right, so we're live. Welcome everyone. I have Lucky from Nigeria. He's going to introduce himself, but I just want to give you guys an understanding that crypto was banned in Nigeria. It was it. That's the question. The truth about the CBN banning Bitcoin is what we're going to be looking at. The truth about is crypto banned in Nigeria. So I brought Lucky in. He's a good friend of mine. He lives in Nigeria. He's connected very well to the crypto scene, as well as he knows many people at the Nigerian Central Bank. And he also is part of the SEC task force over there. So I wanted you guys to get the truth about what actually is happening there. And so welcome, Lucky. Can you just maybe just to give everyone a little background on yourself? I know I dropped the ball there, but give everyone a little bit of background on yourself and let them know who you are.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Coach K. And it's a pleasure being on your program today. My name is Lucky Uwakwe, like Joel had initially introduced me, and I'm the founder of Sabi Exchange, among which it's a brand under the Sabi groups. I'm a core team member of Yen Finance too. I'm an active player in the DeFi space. I also hold certain key positions within most of the blockchain community, including the Blockchain Industry Association of Nigeria, member of the Task Force Base Committee under the SEC. I've also been the Director of Education and Policy. I was the past immediate Vice Chairman on Policy and Regulation and Stakeholders and Blockchain Association of Nigeria, and currently also the Chairman of Anti-Scam Task Force, which is also chaired by me and led under the Blockchain Consortium, which is a body made up of the three blockchain communities in Nigeria. So actively from the perspective of the industry, I hold key important positions, and I also play well in it, including both training and consulting for most regulators as well.
Yeah, so that guys, that's a mouthful. That's a lot of stuff. It's true to crypto's nature, right? Like do a lot of things in the industry. I actually met Lucky a couple years ago during the bear market in Bangkok. He came and visited, talked at one of the conferences I was at, and we met up. We went on a nice boat cruise. We just talked
Yeah.
about crypto in general, and I got to get to know him. And recently, actually, you guys who are fans of Yield App, he actually called me up and was like, "What's this Yield App thing?" And I was like, "Whoa." Let me tell you all about it. So that's obviously you guys know they're a sponsor of mine, and I was really excited to tell him all about it and let him see if that made sense for potentially bringing it to Nigeria. So that was awesome. And yeah, I found out he's part of Yearn Finance 2's team, which was really cool. Obviously, because I think a lot of us have done really well with it. So that's awesome. All right, so kind of just jump into what we're really looking at. Is crypto banned in Nigeria? So that's the main question of what we want to find out today. So what is going on over in Nigeria? Is it banned? Is it not banned? What is really happening over there?
Okay, crypto is not banned in Nigeria, so that I think is a wrong understanding from the perspective of people outside Nigeria. There is no ban on cryptocurrency in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, the ministry under the federal government that is in charge for anything digital economy within the country, known as the Ministry of Digital Economy and Communication, is already working and putting out um, policies and plans for the federal government on how they could harness the blockchain and crypto industry to even generate billions of dollars within the coming years. So there is no way the federal government were planning to harness the potential of the industry and at the same time banning it in the first place. Now, but however, the news that is bringing this sort of confusion is the fact that the central bank, which happened to also be part of uh, the interworking committee between the SEC, the Nigerian Information and Technology Development Agency, NITDA, and the central bank. These are all part of the committee, and the NDIC, known as the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation. The central bank yesterday brought out a circular issuing two banks under their control. Of course, the central bank is in charge of controlling the activities of private bank. They brought out a circular warning those private banks not to participate in crypto. That has been the content of the circular. So after some pressures back and forth within that same yesterday, they pulled it down in terms of the actual circular that was in their website. And I don't know if they've put it back up, but I was hearing another rumor like it's back up. But the information of the circular is not a ban on crypto. It is actually more like a warning, a deterrent to financial institutions not to participate or take part in anything that has to do with crypto. So for us, again, we say it's fine. It doesn't stop us from utilizing P2P based kind of service, which have always been the way to we've mostly used. If there is a disadvantage to it in the crypto space, it will just be like hampering one of the other methods to which people might onboard into crypto the first time. Let's say you just want to utilize your banking app, sending the money to the exchange before the exchange will credit you the equivalence of your local fiat. Then you can use the local fiat to purchase the crypto. So, but again, either way, we have not like in Sabi Exchange. For example, we utilize even the OTC-based market, where a P2P market, where buyers and sellers meet each other, the exchange standing as an escrow, and they just purchase, just like what you know out there as local Bitcoin in other climates. So in
Mm-hmm.
the same way, it's already existing, and the government did not stop it. And even government officials are coming out to say uh, there is no ban on crypto. And however, even the actions of the central bank is still worrisome because we felt there is no need for us to go back the same route. We went through this approach of when they were telling financial institutions not to partake in crypto, and not at the time when other climates or other part of the world are encouraging banks to look out for ways how they could be partake in cryptocurrencies. So we're expecting some other further development, including engagement from the community, especially the blockchain communities within Nigeria are already looking out for ways to even engage the central bank in this case. But please take note, the SSC, the Nigerian Information Technology Development Agency, they are not in any way in support of this. And of course, sometimes we can have issues around flexing of muscles between different government agencies. Like, we know we once
Mm-hmm.
had a time where the SEC and the FTCF, something like commodities body, we're having this clash between is crypto an asset or is it a commodity and all those kind of stuff. So we were expecting um, that there should be this synergy between SEC and the central bank in terms of how they want to bring policies like that. As a matter of fact, the Security and Exchange Commission currently is working on bringing out even rules for even some certain players, both in terms of exchange and individual users and all those kind of stuff. We're looking at the likes of the tax body are also looking out for how can they maximize opportunity in this. So central bank going that route is just an unnecessary one from the perspective of most players, both individually and to some intergovernment agencies. But again, like I said, there will be engagement between the community and the central bank, and we expect that to happen within the coming week that we're entering. And it is nothing. It's not for us. We didn't see it much as a disruption of the industry. No, it's just simply central banks saying to private banks, don't utilize customers' funds to participate in crypto. Do not participate in crypto. Do not be a partaker in the activities of anything that has to do with crypto or their businesses.
Yeah,
So it's like
I have a
saying
question.
a
How come?
bank provides.
How come? How come they don't want
Okay,
a bank
okay.
or a business to go into dealing crypto? Is it because they're thinking that they'll do something with leverage and get like get wrecked, or is it like because Michael Saylor, for example, investing heavily in Bitcoin? So what's the issue? Like, do you see them having with that?
Okay. Again, there are rumors already ongoing, which I don't want to say it's a substantiated kind of information,
Okay.
but the rumors go ongoing is that banks banks are probably thinking or believing that these businesses within cryptos or fintech are kind of becoming a challenger to them and probably taking what they see as value or customer, if I would put it that way, and
Mm-hmm.
therefore probably lobbying central bank and all of that. while we understand politics and all those kind of things that normal bound to happen, and banks might not want to just sit down and allow their customer base go elsewhere.
Hmm.
It is still fine that if they choose to do whatever they want to do, but from the industry perspective, we will still do what is necessary. But one thing is certain is the technology have come to stay. So is crypto, and there is no going back or stopping it. It's just only a matter of time. We saw that in India when they
Yeah.
took that approach, and even taking the case to court, it was an easy win because you can't even tell a banking institution not to provide service to an individual or business that is legitimate. Remember, crypto is not illegal in Nigeria, so you can't
Right.
even tell people not to participate in it in the first
So
place.
so when these guys are posting all, like, I'm just gonna show some different news articles. One of them says CBN orders Nigerian banks to close cryptocurrency accounts. So do you find that the media is kind of misleading the public around the world, because obviously these are not local? Do you think they're kind of misleading people to get clicks on their bait, I guess you could call it? Or is it really kind of more of a focus on they're trying to close crypto businesses, but the truth is they want cryptocurrency exchanges not to have banking, because that's another story that's been there. So kind of like, what are they really trying to say? Like, is it clickbait? Is it just BS that they're trying to get a lot of people to read their articles? Or is there any real truth to this?
Okay, there's some sort of iota of truth to it, but however, I think some of the early stories that were reported were a little bit misleading, which is
Mm-hmm.
just simply stemming from the fact that of late, any news around Nigeria almost create a global attention
Yeah.
from with the perspective of the crypto industry, where Nigeria is now second in terms of market share of people who trade or participate in crypto. And moreover, a large portion of our youth in the country are active in crypto activities, both from either OTC trading, crypto to crypto based exchanges, or whatever kind of innovation. But again, the truth around, or some sort of truth around what we've seen from the perspective of banks not wanting to partake or take part, allow crypto exchanges to get services from them might just simply stem from the fact that, we're doing some certain comparison in terms of capital inflow of what came into the country via the normal bank FX market. FX is simply foreign exchange market. We know what they make in terms of commission, and now crypto is becoming the alternative way to which people are bringing money into the country. I remember talking in one of my interviews that one of the four primary key function of cryptocurrencies within emerging markets, like in Africa as a whole, even Nigeria especially, is that we're using crypto for remittances. We're using it for hedge against inflation. We're using it as some sort of asset for speculation. So, from the perspective of remittance, we looked at the drastic drop in terms of the inflow from FX. And these FX, of course, if there are commissions to be made over foreign remittances, they probably would
Mm-hmm.
have gone to banks. But now people are utilizing crypto as a way of moving back money. So, it is fair or normal when you see them counter act in this manner just to fight back. But of course, you can't beat technology when the time is right, and the time
Yeah.
is right here.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Someone just posted. Bertrand said, "I read the memo. It says close all individual banks, all crypto individual accounts." Um,
Okay.
so I mean, I guess you're just saying that this is just not true. This is clickbait articles that are sending out misinformation to everyone. That's why I wanted to do this show, right? Get the idea of crypto being banned in Nigeria, or the truth about banning crypto, or crypto banks being banned, banning accounts and individual accounts being banned. I'll just ban everything. And the truth really is that, they're just kind of really the ultimate thing that I'm hearing from you is they're just warning people not to use customer funds for crypto. Is that basically what the truth is behind all of it?
Okay, again, there's still an iota of truth to the person's comment when he said close all individual accounts. But it's not necessarily close all individual accounts. They're trying to say that if an exchange is utilizing the service of a bank, don't give them service. so long as their business is in relation to crypto, just as their business is in relation to crypto.
Mhm.
If a user is also specifically mentioning the use of a particular transaction for the purpose of crypto, don't facilitate that transaction. That's where you're seeing that thing around close all account. But hey, central bank don't necessarily have the right to close any individual person's account on the circumstances of crypto, because again, I said crypto is not illegal in the country, and there is no way that if I'm not doing anything illegal that you would have the mandate to close my account for something that is not even illegal in the first place.
Mhm.
However, it's simply again stemming from the fact that banks, if there's anything that will lead you into participating in crypto related activities, don't do it. And if providing banking service for an exchange will lead you into doing something around crypto, it means you shouldn't partake in it. And same apply for if it's an individual. But I've not seen an individual who's sending money to a platform, or who's sending money to an individual and will say, I'm sending you this amount of naira for the purpose of buying Bitcoin. And nobody says that in the
Yeah,
course of
true.
transaction. So there is no mechanism in fact in place that I would say that can even support that kind of activity. And moreover, if the bank choose to close people's accounts all over the place, they are the one at the losing end at the end of the day.
Mhm.
So they want the customers, so they want their fund as well. And of course, it's just an effort in futility. But again, engagement will will happen within the coming week. Especially, it's still not a good story coming from a country like ours and with a population. We know fully well how we can influence the market in terms of crypto and what news Nigeria can bring when it comes to
Mhm.
the performance in crypto.
Well, it's just
So
funny
that
because
is
I'm gonna bring up this chart here. How common is crypto, right? In a certain country by country, Nigeria, out of all the countries, Japan, Germany, U.S., Nigeria is at 32% of people have owned cryptocurrency in 2020. The next one closest is Vietnam at 21%. So obviously, this is a very important part of how things are done in Nigeria, kind of really using the whole concept of Bitcoin to its fullest, more so than anywhere else, I would find. Because I don't think people understand. If you guys have never been to Africa and gone to a bank, this is not like okay, I'm gonna go to the ATM, get some cash, and I'm good. Most of the time, it's a lot of time you have to go and you stand in line, you waste half of a day getting your cash. So it's a long, grueling process for an average person. You have to take a whole day off basically to get your money. So, it makes a lot of sense why people would use crypto, where they can just use their phone and set up a first Kuti account and like Ferrum Network has Kuti Exchange, and go and use your phone to actually transact with people and make it a lot easier. So I'm glad to hear that. I think a lot of this FUD. This is really what it is. It's what happened in India. It's what happened in China. It's FUD, right? I mean, to say it any other way would be silly. So we're seeing FUD in the industry yet again. This time in Nigeria. I'm sure some people have got a lot of misinformation. I've seen it everywhere on all channels, on Twitter, on Reddit. I've seen it everywhere. So now you guys know the real truth. And this is why we did this quick show. That's why I asked Lucky if he could come and do one. It's a Saturday. I don't normally do stuff on Saturdays for YouTube and things like that, but I thought it would be really good to get this knowledge from someone here, in the thick of things. It can give you guys all that you need to know about what's really happening. So yeah, Lucky, I would say thank you so
yeah,
much for taking the time to come on. Would love to
yeah,
have
Drew.
you. Would love to have you again, honestly, to maybe talk
Okay,
not just about Nigeria, but just talk about crypto in
yeah.
general and how it kind of works over in Nigeria, and maybe another time.
Yeah, do on a parting word for me, if I
Hmm.
would say, of course, the news is not something that personally I'm happy about. Neither is most of the blockchain community in Nigeria. We're not, and we're really disappointed from that the central bank will even issue such kind of statement. But again, please, the public or the people out there should note that the instruction is not a ban on crypto. It is um, a warning or a caution or whatever we want to call it to the financial institution themselves, not the people, because the central bank do not control the people. It is the government that does that. So
Yeah,
that's for us is the take, and we'll continue to engage them hopefully. Or somewhere, some along the line, we will just have to meet at the meeting point. That's the truth.
yeah. So
Yeah,
thank you
thank you
so
so much.
yeah, thank you so much, Lucky. And I'll just answer this one question. So they're saying that bank accounts will not be closed if the account holder receives money in Naira to his account from exchanges like Luno. Um, maybe you could just touch on that right before you leave. Is that a yes or
Okay,
no?
the answer is no, your account will not be closed. In fact, as a matter of fact, people are withdrawals in Naira are still ongoing in platforms. For example, I remember Binance tweeting something around withdrawals. The only thing that is mainly being impacted or affected right now is from the perspective of deposit into the exchange, which banks are no longer facilitating since that information. And they communicate accordingly to all the crypto-based businesses that are utilizing banking services for on-ramp. That's the situation. But receiving your payments back into Naira does not necessarily facilitate that. Like I said, the banks are not also will not be happy if at the end of the day they end up closing hundreds of thousands of users their
Yeah.
account. So who's losing at the end? They are losing. So it's a case of I don't know. It's a case of robbing Peter to pay Paul, but then
Yeah.
we're all in it together. So we're all in it together. So I
Awesome.
don't
Well,
think it's like
it's
that.
it's been such a pleasure having you. I mean, the people have watched. They're saying, "Wow, this is the best source of this news on the internet right now," and hopefully that is. And that's kind of the reason why I did it. We'll have you on again, Lucky. It's been great having you here. If you guys have been
Thank you.
watching this, guys, do click on that like and subscribe button. Get the news out, right? If you're thinking that this is a great source of news and people haven't heard it, and now you can hear it from someone so well connected in Nigeria, go and share this so other people can stop fudding and making up all these stories that maybe if there's a little bit of truth in it, it's not really the truth. And I think it's better to have the full truth, the whole truth. And this I'm sure gave that for all of you guys. So again, thank you so much, Lucky, and we'll
Yeah.
see you guys later. Have yourselves a great weekend. Coach K signing out.
Yeah. Bye.
All right.